15 Fortnite tips is what we're going to be going over in today's video. Make sure you stick around for the entire video because although you may know tip number 1 and tip number 4, you may not know tip number 6 or what they changed about tip number 9. Before we really get into it, there's 3 things I have to quickly mention. These tips are applicable to any game mode of Fortnite. It doesn't matter if you play zero build or build mode of Fortnite, these tips will help you out. Also, although this video is coming out chapter 5 season 1, a lot of these tips are still going to be applicable past this season. Some of them still won't be relevant anymore, but a lot of them will be. And lastly, if you could subscribe down below for more Fortnite content, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're going to be going over these tips today in a live Fortnite video, so I can show you some real game examples of them while running through it. So first things first, let's get some guns and then jump straight into it. So our first tip here today comes to pay to lose skins. There actually is pay to lose skins in Fortnite and it has to do with vehicles. So this single speedster vehicle here, when you jump in it, it reskins to whatever vehicle you have. Now the battle pass vehicles for these are pay to lose and so are pretty much every other vehicle for these. And this is because of the windshield size. Look at the size of the windshield here, how big it is and how small it gets when it switches to the default Rocket League car. This is a lot harder to shoot people out of, so I highly recommend you use this default one. There's been many times where people have been using the battle pass ones and I've taken them out very easily because of this. Our next tip here today comes into the Ninja Turtle mythics. Hold up, this tip has changed now that the Ninja Turtle mythics have been removed. This new tip is about carrying the grappler blade. I highly recommend carrying the grappler blade in both build mode and zero build mode. And the reason you want to do this is you can cancel from taking fall damage. So if you're in a build fight and someone chops you down, you can grapple in the floor to stop taking fall damage. The same goes for zero build mode, jumping off mountains or just having a great movement item. If Fortnite ever does have a movement item that can cancel your fall damage that you don't have to charge at your feet like shockwaves, always take it. And my turret's going to take someone out here. Very nice. Not before I do. Our next tip here today I'm going to be showing you via clips and it comes into scan NPCs. Now these NPCs are known for being overpowered throughout this season because it gives you wall hacks, essentially shows you where people are through walls, which is really good. Really powerful towards endgame, but you do not want to be hiring these at the moment, and there's a very specific reason for this, is that they're bugged. At the moment, NPCs have a big issue, so Fortnite has disabled their scans. It's a lot more beneficial at the moment to hire an NPC that heals you or throws clingers at the opponent. Out of here, it's my medallion. Our next tip here today comes into using the grappler blade item. Now the grappler blade is still really good to use, although the Ninja Turtle's better if you're just carrying one of them. With the grappler blade mythic, you can actually use it to have wall hacks on people through bushes. So like in this clip here, you see when I go to grapple towards a person, it auto locks on. The grappler blade has a target locking system to pull yourself towards people. Now this actually can show people through bushes. So you can use this to not just grapple people in bushes, but see if someone's in a bush and then switch to your gun and spray them out or snipe them. Our next tip is probably obvious to a lot of you. A lot of players aren't doing this, which I find really odd, but carry medallions. Yes, medallions will show where you are on map, and some people see this as a disadvantage. Overall, having health that comes to you faster is a lot better than having to carry more heals, and if people are swinging through the walls and it is a concern, this is a good incentive. You want to be fighting more people in Fortnite. The more people you fight, the more likely you are to get better at the game, and the less likely you are to die in fights. This next tip comes in the Teenage Mutant... Yep, it's another Ninja Turtle collab tip, so we're going to be changing this one and we're going to be talking about combat caches here. If I sound tired, it's because it's 6 AM and I'm doing this before work. Unfortunately, I don't do YouTube full time, so if you're not yet subscribed, greatly appreciate if you could do that. Now, the reason that you want to be using combat caches is because it is free heals, but the issue of combat caches is it takes way too long to open. So what you want to do is mark where the combat cache is on the map, open it, and then leave the area. This is not to get heals instantly. This tip is about having heals that no one else will know about. From opening the combat cache, no longer is it marked, so other people won't know there's heals there, but because you marked the map, you can easily rotate back to that location at any point in time if you run out of heals and get more health. Our next tip here, a lot of people actually haven't noticed this season, but if you haven't taken out a boss for their mythic, or you don't have a good assault rifle yet, what you want to be doing is taking out the Storm Tower bosses. The Storm Storm Tower bosses always drop this version of the purple Nemesis. It's got really good attachments on it, and pretty much you're set up with a good assault rifle guaranteed if you just rotate to them. This next one here, a lot of players don't know because this was put in the game via hotfix, but any assault rifle can actually give you sniper glint in Fortnite, showing people where you are even if you're inside of a bush, for example. This next tip I can show you here real quick at fencing fields. It has to do with barrels in Fortnite. You might be like, I know all about barrels. Actually, a lot of people don't know this. There's a bunch of new barrels on the map, and I'm going to show you a mini map here. And these are Flowberry Fizz barrels. These give you the Flowberry Fizz effect, and in end game, or if you're just trying to like launch further away, for example, with shockwaves, this is really good to have.
Damn, that's nasty.
So the other tips are on the way. I promise you it's not all gameplay, the end section here, but there was a fair few people I had to take out around fencing fields. Now there's a very specific reason why I'm showing all of these kills. You're gonna have to wait towards the end of the video to find out why. It will make sense then. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoy the gameplay.
Ouch. I'm so low HP right now. Quickly heal up. I know there's someone with a sniper around me, so I don't really want to do it out in the open. This scope is a little bit too much. Now let's hire this NPC. This is going to be a big help. They're trying to snipe me. I think I should be able to push him shortly. Actually, I can take this medkit here real quick. Next tip comes into vehicles. You want to be using vehicles always. Vehicles are a major advantage in Fortnite, and you saw how I fought earlier in one of those early game fights, how big of a help it was using a vehicle, fighting that person. They had the best shotgun in the game, but it did not matter at all. Using vehicles to have cover while fighting, or just to move spots where someone might be out in the open, is really going to help you out in Fortnite. Nice. Now this next one happened to me in a ranked game a little while back, and it comes into medallions. Now medallions give you one major disadvantage for hiding in Fortnite, especially in zero build, and this can be in build mode too, so if in ranked you're playing safe, you don't want to be hiding in bushes. If you're hiding in a bush, someone can see you because you're always in the center of the yellow medallion circle. If they see a circle in a bush, they might randomly try to snipe at it or start spraying their assault rifle and take you out very, very easily. Another tip when it comes into vehicles for Fortnite, the G6, the G-Wagon, the Jeep, this vehicle I'm in right now, whatever you want to call it, is the best vehicle to use in Fortnite. Having multiple seats to change in between makes it harder for people to shoot you out. It's easy to camp the vehicles, and it's easier to play the vehicles than it would be if you were just using a vehicle with two seats, a motorbike, or a hoverboard. All right, let's get a couple more kills here. That's my NPC. All right, someone else took that kill then. That's scary. That means there's a sniper about. I see them. Didn't see where they ended up though. Oh, that's not them. Alright, heal up a little bit. Not sure where they're going, but it's not going to help them out too much. Nice. So we have every medallion, 17 kills. Ooh, this might be a 20 bomb. If I get to take out 3 more people, I have to take out everyone but one person. All right, now I have to take out everyone. There's only 4 people left. Next tip comes into vending machines. You want to be knowing where every single vending machine pretty much is on the map. This comes into knowing where gas stations are as well. The amount of times I've had no heals and just rotated to a gas station to get full health really easily has been so astronomically high this season. All of these spawn spots are currently shown on screen here, and if you're not rotating to these when you're low health, you're playing at a major disadvantage. You also want to know your cooler spawns this season. I don't know where all of them are at, but a large majority of them I've been rotating to throughout the season in order to get heals when I've run out or I've not had full health, for example. And the last tip here is a unique Ninja Turtle one. Now, I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to show you in this game here because there's only 2 people left. Oh, someone under me. 1 person left. If I take him out, it's a 20 kill game. And that tip has to do with the Ninja Turtle sewers. And that is that you can dash into the Ninja Turtle sewers.
So this is something you can also do with the grappler blade, which is why I've left it in towards the end of this video. But if you grapple directly towards a sewer, you don't have to press the get in button. If you're getting chased by someone, this is a great advantage because you'll quickly teleport to a new location. This was initially done with the Ninja Turtle mythics as well, but they have been vaulted.
But I see them. They're all the way at the main building out here. Now, it isn't very smart to push someone immediately if you haven't done any damage right away, but I'm really worried that this might not be a real player and they might die to zone. But that has happened to me multiple times in the past. I do know I can get inside the roof here. Through the stairwell, so we're going to do that. There we go, 20 kill game, nice. I'm not sure how many bots are in this game, but I don't have any control over that. I'm just playing OCE lobbies. It's not even 8 PM. If any of these tips have helped you out and you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe down below. Press the like button. As always, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.